Good morning. I am hands-free driving by myself, so I am abiding the law. I am a law-abiding citizen. I have a good amount of time to kill in the car because I live in the sticks, and I figured I'd come and address follow-up with you guys because recruiting's always the number one, follow-up's usually the number two. So I'm going to tell you guys pretty much what follow-up is, why it's important, and what I do. So my follow-up, I bring in anywhere from 500 to 900 PRV every month. So when I have things like parties cancel, which it happens, I mean, as long as you're host coaching and doing the things that you're supposed to do, which is part of also follow-up. I mean, follow-up in every aspect of your business. Life happens. So I don't just have all my eggs in one basket. Follow-up is a way to create continuity for my customers. It's a way to treat my business like a business, take it seriously, and, create a system for my entire business. The best thing about Scentsy, is that you don't need any experience. It's actually almost better if you don't have any experience, because if you're with other direct sales companies, you have like a preconceived notion of how this works, and you may do things a certain way that company did. But I mean, if you're here, then either you see a potential with Scentsy or the other business didn't work. So please know that Scentsy, our core values are simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. So, we really try to do things. I'm not saying that we're better than anybody else. Listen, that is never the message that I'm sending. But I am very, very much so intentional on how I run my business and how I want to help you guys do the same. So with follow-up, you should be doing it so consistently that it starts to run itself like a well-oiled machine. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I don't care. It should run itself like a well-oiled machine. So as far as following up with customers that place orders, it is so important, because when you have a customer place an order, whether it's a brand new customer, you want that brand new customer to become part of your Scentsy family. This is a relationship building business, guys. Okay? It's not about, getting into somebody's pocket. Yes, of course you need sales. Like at the end of the day, that's what it is. We're in direct sales. I hate saying that, but it's true. It is what it is. But you want to be able to build a relationship with your customers. Like they chose you. And Scentsy is still pretty new in Massachusetts and New England, where most of you are located. Not all, but most of you. And so, more people are starting to join Scentsy now. We're still super far away from being oversaturated, but your customers could choose anybody. They could find a consultant local to them with ease. So they're choosing you. And I want you to never, ever have them regret that. Treat them like gold. Treat your customers like your family. So although I know a lot of you are like, I don't want to be annoying. Like, I don't want to message them and be salesy and spammy. Listen, what I'm going to tell you, the way that I do things is the exact opposite. And there's a reason why I do everything. I am so intentional, and I think about everything I do before I do it, okay? So I've been doing this follow-up system in particular for 3 years. I mean, honestly. And you can try any follow-up system you work. It doesn't matter. But you have to give it a good month, 2 months, consistently in order for it to work. And if something isn't working, then change it. It doesn't mean this isn't going to work out for you. It just means that you have to try something new, okay? This is all about trial and error and finding out what works for you. So if a customer places an order with me, I will get either a notification on my PWS or I meet them at a party, and obviously I'm always trying to get them the best bundle possible. I thank them, thank you so much for placing an order with me. Like, it means so much to my family and I. If somebody goes through my PWS and places an order with me, I instantly email or text them back, because if they're going through my PWS, most likely they're already a customer of mine. So I reach out to them, and I already know, like, when somebody orders from me the very first time, when I reach out to them to thank them, or when I'm at a party placing their order, I ask them their preferred method of contact. Like, how would they prefer me to contact them? Guys, this is such an important key piece for you, because if you're emailing all of your customers and they don't check their emails, like, I am not an email person. I'm not. I hate my emails. I have like 25,000 emails. I'm not joking. And I tried to keep up with it, and now it's just overwhelming. I'm not joking. I cannot stand my emails. So I'm not an email person. If people are emailing me, I'm probably not even there's very few things that I look for in my emails, which is like PWS orders or like something. So you need to make sure that when you are, you have a new customer ordering, if you're at a party, you ask them and you write it on their order form how they want to be contacted. Do you want to be do you want me to text you? Do you want me to call you? Do you want me to use Facebook Messenger? Some people, I have all their contact info and they prefer that I use Facebook Messenger, which is fine. I ask them. And if somebody orders through my PWS, I reach out to them through their email that they used, because obviously they're going to be getting like a confirmation email from Scentsy, so I know that they're going to see it. So I message them and I say, hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much. If it's a new customer, I'm going to say, were you referred to me? Please let me know so I can thank the person that referred you and send them a little thank you as well. And that way I know where my foot traffic is coming from, okay? And right away, within that week, even if they already are a current customer or they're a new customer ordering through my PWS, I send them a handwritten thank you. I send them a scent circle. I'll send them a catalog if they don't have one already, like if they're a new customer. And I want to thank them, because you know what? A lot of people nowadays, they don't send handwritten thank yous. They don't do that. They don't. So you want to set yourself apart and give really good customer service. Customer service is what is going to build that continuity, and it's going to build that relationship with your customer, okay? So once the customer orders, no matter how they order, like if I'm meeting them at a party, I'm going to tell them, I ask them how they want to be contacted, and then I say to them, I'm going to reach out to you when your order ships, so you know and you're in the loop and not looking for your order. So how would you like me to contact you, okay? So I check my workstation every single day in the morning while I'm having my coffee, and I see if any orders have gone from processed to shipped, and if there's individual orders or if I have a party that goes into ship status. Now, this is not Amazon Prime, and you do not get your orders in 2 days with Scentsy. That's just how it is. So I never, ever, ever want any of my customers contacting me looking for their order and saying, I'm just checking in with my order, it's been 2 weeks, because honestly, this is the standard for everybody, and you should not be telling your customers anything but 7 to 10 business days for it to be shipped out of the warehouse. Okay? That's 7 to 10 business days. That does not include the weekend, and that does not include holidays. All right? So if you let your customers know, you guys, I have never had any issue with people complaining or being upset about shipping. You know why? Because I let them know up front. I'm honest with them up front about what this is going to be. And I'll tell them at the party, you know, I can have this directly shipped to you and it will be quicker, but you do have to pay a shipping fee. Like a lot of the times I will have a product or the order come to me and I'll deliver it to them if they're local to save them on shipping. But either way, I let them know, hey, your order is shipped. I just wanted to let you know so you're in the loop. And here's the tracking information. Scentsy will, once it goes into ship status, Scentsy has a tracking code that you can share with them. Okay? And it usually, once it has the shipping, the tracking number, you can, you know, plug it in and it usually will tell you the date that it's supposed to be arriving. Okay, so you want your customers to be aware. You don't want your customers looking for their order, okay? Because once they're looking for their order, then they're going to get aggravated because this is not Amazon Prime, like I said, okay? So that's the first line of contact that I have with my customers is, you know, thanking them and then letting them know that their order has shipped, okay? So I'm mindful of what I'm doing and what's happening in my workstation, and you can view your orders in your order history tab. Go to orders and then order history, okay? And it will show you the status. So then once the order is in, either I make a plan to set up with them, you know, for pickup, whatever the situation is, or I see that it was delivered. So I'm gonna just touch base 1 week after it's been delivered, or 1 week after I've met up with them, 1 week after they have had their order in their hand. 1 week. I reach out to them and I just say, hey, I just wanted to touch base. I just wanted to make sure that you are happy with your product. You've opened it up. You've tried it. You like your wax, like blah, blah, blah. I just want to make sure you're happy. Okay? That is all that I'm saying. And I say 1 week because I want to make sure they opened it. A lot of times people are so non-confrontational, you guys, that if they're unhappy with something, a lot of people will not say anything. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. So unless you're asking them and initiating, like, hey, is everything good? Are you happy? Your bulbs work, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I've found out, like, the bulb came broken or, like, something happened, but it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine. Like, you have a warranty. As long as it, you know, came that way or a manufacturer defect, our products have a lifetime warranty on them. Our warmers, our diffusers are like Scentsy Go products. So, yes, of course I want to know if something's. I want to make sure that I take care of it for them because that is giving good customer service and they will appreciate that so much, you guys. So 1 week after they've had their order in their hand, just to make sure they're happy and they're good. Okay? Now, the reason why those two line of contacts are so important is because I'm reaching out just to say your order is shipped. I'm not asking for anything. The second time I reach out to them is a week after they've had it, just to make sure that they're happy. I'm not asking for anything. Okay? If you feel like your follow-up system, you're being spammy or salesy, or you feel like you're bothering people, maybe it's because the first time you're reaching out to them is to ask for something. Okay? And that's not what we want to do. Our customers are everything. If we didn't have customers and a customer base, you guys, like, you should treat every single customer with gratitude and appreciation because they can choose anybody, okay? And if you're not taking care of them, they can go to somebody else and somebody else will take care of them, okay? So create that continuity and build the relationship. Once I get a customer, I add them to my personal Facebook page. Yes, I know that we all have customer VIP pages. Well, a lot of us do. For the first 2 years of my business, you guys, I did not have a customer VIP page at all. Because I was more or less, 2 years, you're still pretty new with Scentsy. So I wanted to create that rapport with my customers, I wanted them to see who I was. I wanted them to know that I'm a regular mom. You know, I share like healthy food recipes, or like, you know, I talk about my weight loss journey, like my brand, the things that make up me, that I'm just a normal person. I am not this robotic Scentsy consultant trying to get into their pocket. I'm not. Okay? So I know some of you are hesitant to add people to your personal page because you feel like that's your personal life. Well, guys, I get it. But if you're only adding people to your customer VIP page, they're not seeing a side of you that creates that bond and rapport for them to like you and know you and trust you. You need to build credibility with these people. If you're only posting stock photos and links, if you're only adding them to your customer VIP page, I mean, yes, they may like Scentsy, and that's wonderful. So, you know, on my personal page is where I share things about me, so they feel like they know me. People will only buy, host, or join you if they know you, like you, and trust you. If you're just strictly talking about Scentsy and products all the time, they're not going to know you, like you, or trust you. You're just like, Scentsy, Scentsy, Scentsy. Here's a link. Buy this product. Buy this product. You don't want to do that, okay? So you want to be able to have them where you are. Meet them where they're at, and you can also follow up with them and see what they're doing in their life. And that's how you create that connection with them. So next time they place an order and you follow up with them, you can say, hey, how was Max's soccer game? I saw that he was in a soccer tournament. Like, how did that go? You know what I mean? Like, that's like, wow. She's not just trying to get in my pocket and get a buck. You know what I mean? So you following up those first 2 times to not ask for a thing is so key to your follow-up. From there, I follow up about 3 weeks later, 1 month later, okay? So if you guys don't, it used to be called Maven. It's an app through Scentsy. It directly links to your workstation, which is incredible. And they keep updating it, and it's just getting better and better and better. So I was part of the pilot program for 3 or 4 months before it came out, and was like, wow, this is awesome. There was a few things that I wasn't super excited about. Gave my feedback. They've actually changed those things since. It's no longer Maven. It's called Amy. Okay, it's called Amy, and it does cost, it's either like $7 a month or $70 a year. I paid for it the first year, but this year I got it for free because during one of the incentives, you got a year of Maven at the time, now Amy, for free. So it links up to your workstation. I get a notification every day of like a to-do list of who I need to follow up with, what they ordered, when they ordered it. Like, I customize my settings kind of around my follow-up system that I have. And you can message them, call them, or text them right from your phone, right through the app, which is amazing, okay? So about 1 month later, I pull up, I see what they ordered initially, that they're probably running low on wax or whatever it is, or in the meantime, sometimes I reach out before that if we have like a special, a bundle or something I know. Like, for instance, if somebody ordered a month ago from me or 2 weeks ago from me, but I know they love Squeeze the Day, and we just came out with that bundle, then I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to be like, hey, guess what? We have a bundle in Squeeze the Day, clean products. I know you're going to love it. I'm placing an order. Do you want me to place an order for you? You know, I got an order going in for free shipping. Like, I'll reach out to them beforehand for something particular, if something comes up. So 1 month, 3 weeks, 1 month after that second reach out, I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to say, hey, I just wanted to touch base, see how you're doing. I'm sure you're running low on wax by now, so I just wanted to follow up. I've got an order going in for free shipping if they're local. Or I've got a promotion going on this month. If you order through this link, you'll get, a free I don't know, a free, sorry, it said my phone had to cool down because I had my heat on. So I'm going to reach out, here. If they're not local, I'll provide a link and I'll say, hey, I just wanted to reach out. I'm sure you're running low on wax right now. Here's a link. If you need anything, please let me know. I also have a special promotion going on. If you order through this link, you can get a free body mist on me, or like whatever it is. I usually run promotions because you guys, I want to give my customers an incentive to purchase through me. And it's also like a way of giving back. So it's not like me constantly asking for something. You know what I mean? So I always kind of have something going on. And yes, it's going to cost a little bit of money. But like, you guys, the business that I've grown and created, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars over what I've spent. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally okay. And if you're using host rewards, you can use something that you have on hand. It can be a scent circle, so if you offer something a little incentive, it goes a long way. Okay, so that is when I say, like, hey, if you want to place an order, and if they do want to place an order, this goes back to my rule. I'm going to say, oh, that sounds great. Well, you know what? I have a better idea. Instead of you paying for this bundle that you want, why don't you get a few people together and we'll do a quick, super fun and convenient 2-3 hour, fun girls' night in, and you can get what you want for free and half off, and I'll even throw in a free wall fan diffuser. So instead of asking for just a single order, I'm going to say, why don't we have a party instead so you can get it for free and half off. Always go for the party. You could get $30 in PRV, or you could ask them to have a party instead and get what they want for free and half off instead, because I have their best interest and it will actually benefit me. And I could get 700 PRV instead, plus brand new customers. Plus at that party, I'm going to book more parties with her guests. Okay? So that is very intentional and strategic of how I'm reaching out to people. Then if they say no, they just want to place an order, okay, awesome, great, thank you so much. And if I have a promotion going on, they'll still get the promotion. Or like, if for every $50 you order, you'll get like, if you order $50 or more through my link, you'll get a free body mist, something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not giving away like all these products if they like go and buy a scent circle. Be smart about what you're doing. And if they say no, I'm good right now, perfect. When would you like me to follow up with you? And that's it. And I ask them, when would they like me to follow up with them? If they want to place an order, I ask them to have a party instead, because it's a no-brainer. Then I throw in a promotion. And if you want to get a few girls together in March or April, I'll even throw in a free wall fan diffuser. So you can get that on top of your host rewards, which will get you the order that you want anyways. Okay? So if they want to place an order, go for a party. If they don't want to have a party and want to just place an order, perfect. If they don't want either, all you do is ask them when they want you to follow up with them. That's it. There's nothing complicated or weird or uncomfortable or awkward about it. Period. Okay? That's it. So that is pretty much my follow-up system. I am a visual person. So between my workstation that I check every morning, it takes 5 minutes. And if you guys are going to tell me that you don't have 5 minutes to check your workstation to create a residual income, then you're lying. And you just are not prioritizing your business. So it takes 5 minutes to look at your workstation. And if you don't have the money to pay like the $7 monthly fee or the $70 like a year, whatever it is, for Amy, then put something in place where you have it visually. Like I used to have a little binder with slots in it, and I would label each folder, each pocket, and say like, to be placed. Like I would collect orders through my follow-up system. You know what I mean? So a lot of times too, like make sure when you're doing follow-ups that you have a party for those people that are not going to book a party. When they want to place an order and you say, hey, would you rather book a party instead? For those people that would rather just place a single order, make sure that you always have a party open under your own name in your workstation. As soon as the first of the month comes around, I open up a party under my own name. So when I'm doing this follow-up system in particular, and somebody wants to place a single order, I'm placing it under my own party. So then I'm building up host rewards. You understand? And then I'm building up my stock. That's how I build my stock. That's how I get my Scentsy free and half off, is by my follow-up system. Okay? You need to work your business. You need to actually intentionally work your business in order to build up your stock, you guys. Okay? So it is a reward for working your business. So that's what I do. Again, if you can't afford the app, then use a binder. Use a small little binder. It costs a few bucks to make, and use that if you're visual. I am visual, but I use the app, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You can customize and personalize it to whatever follow-up system you're using, okay? Oh my gosh, people drive ridiculous. So I just wanted to tell you, I know you guys have a lot of questions about that. Remember, you guys, any system takes time to work. So if you're using it for like a week and you're like, it's not working, that's not true. You have to do it, number one, consistently. That means daily. That means doing it consistently. You have to give it time for it to work. Okay? And if you have given it an honest, good amount of time, then switch it up. Find out something else that will work for you. But I promise you, this works. Coming from somebody that joined with zero experience, coming from a career that had absolutely no relevancy. I've never sold a cup of lemonade. Even at school, when we had to sell like the treasure chest with like candy and wrapping paper in it. Guys, I never sold those things because I was so embarrassed to ask anybody. Like, I would never do that. And here I am, like a star director, which is mind-blowing. So trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. It's about being consistent, and it's about being intentional. Promise, everything that you need to be successful in this business, you already have. You already have. It's just you making it a priority. You can work your business legitimate 30 minutes a day. I worked 30 minutes a day for the first 3 years of this business. So if you don't have 30 minutes a day, look at what you're doing with your time. Are you scrolling on Facebook? We mindlessly do that, and we don't even realize we've just spent an hour and a half doing it, and then we'll say we don't have time. Are you watching Netflix? I mean, you got to figure out what's important to you. I'm not your boss. I'm not judging you at all, you guys. I'm here to help you and support you and be your friend and tell you what has worked and what does work. This business works 5,000% as long as you work, okay? So that's my follow-up system. You do it over and over and over again until it's pretty much working itself. And that's to the point where my business has gotten, which I'm so thankful and grateful for. And I have the most amazing customers that have literally been, they're like my family now. My close family and friends, most of them don't order Scentsy from me. It's the people that I've met along the way through parties, through creating that continuity and giving the best customer service and creating that rapport and credibility and trust with my customers. Okay? So it doesn't happen overnight, but you've got to start somewhere and you've got to do it consistently. Okay? So I love you guys. Happy Tuesday. And if you have questions, drop them below, or you can message me. I'm happy to help you. I hope you know that. All right? Love you guys.